Yes, yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know the vibes. You're rocking out with your time sizzle. I am the source. Um, this is the Wilder special. I'm at the desk for this one. Um, Definitely got to be at the desk for this one. Let me shout out to Toby, man, my guy. I just wanna share this. I don't want y'all to miss it. I'm gonna pull up some receipts. You know, bear with me. This is the wild to me this, wild to me that, right? I want to get to some shout out to Mr. Gumbo in the building. I see you, big CDL driver. What's it looking like? But I just want to make sure my levels are sounding good before I proceed, right? I'm gonna pull up my receipts. I'm gonna make sure my levels are good.
Here, have a treat for you to try.
And then I'm going to proceed. Just smash that like button for me. Yeah. I'm going to proceed. Oh yes, my levels sound perfect. All right. So this is wild to me this, wild to me that, right? So Deontay Wilder, it's no secret, right, that he was on record for saying something about his payments with the PBC. I want to get the right date. I want to get the right date because I don't want to misinform y'all. I want to get the right date, right? When he said this. I just want to pull up the right date. You heard?
Welcome back to the Anger Man.
Okay. This first broke when Mike Coppinger. A lot of people are not going to give him credit because they're going to say he's old media, this, that, and the third. But remember when Mike Coppinger reported that Deontay Wilder was on the hunt for a new promoter, right? So when I seen this, right, I immediately, before doing this right here, going live, giving my thoughts, sharing my opinion on it, I reached out to some people via email and at Heyman Boxing, and I was like, let me read my actual. I want to read my actual email. I'm not going to disclose the player, because that's not proper journalism. But my initial text to him, right? I texted him. I said, when are you, I'm gonna read the exact text. I said, when are you going to start announcing the big fights over there at the PBC? And is there any truth to the rumors that Deontay Wilder is unhappy and leaving the PBC, right? Now, the response that I got, I'm going to read the response that I got. It could have went left, but like I said, I've been working on myself, and it didn't even bother me, but the person kind of threw a shot at me. He responded back and said, he told me to contact Shelly Finkel. For those of y'all that don't know, Shelly Finkel is pretty much Wilder's manager. He also managed the likes of like guys like Mike Tyson, Zab Judah, to name a few. But he responded back to me and told me to reach out to Shelly Finkel at Shelly Finkel. And me being who I am now, learning, I kept it professional. I commented, I emailed him back. I said, thank you for the advice. I am just covering all bases. You know, I wanted to get a comment from you on the matter. I definitely will reach out to Shelly as well. But I just don't want it to be that I only got Shelly in their side, right? So he comments back that, and like I said, this is all prior to the 7-8 interview. Or, you know, he commented back, he emailed me back that Wilder is going to fight Andy Ruiz. He's not leaving. And I said, okay, cool. I said, when? He responded, he doesn't know. So I left it alone. I said, all right. It's a dead issue, right? Fast forward, the 7-8 interview comes out, where Wilder states, let me get the right. I don't want to mess up. You know, we're trying to keep it on the up and up. I want to get the right. I want to say the exact right quote. That's why I got the phone out here. You see, we're trying to do it all the way professional now. I want to get the exact right quote. Let's get the exact quote, because we don't want this to be that it's my words, you know. Let's see, where do we have the quotes from the interview with 7-8 Sports? I think it's right here. Yes, it should be right here. Okay. Yes, here it is. All right. Deontay Wilder has declared that he is now an open agent and taking full control of his career. He said, no bad blood. I'm still part of the PBC. I'm just an open agent and open fighter. I want to fight on all types of platforms. I'm willing to work with anyone. Did y'all catch that sauce? Let me say that one more time, right? Deontay Wilder has declared that he is now an open agent and taking full control of his career. He said, no bad blood. I'm still part of the PBC. I'm just an open agent, open fighter. I want to fight on all types of platforms. I am willing to work with anyone. Okay. Now let's rewind it back. If you caught my live earlier about Marley, I spoke on years ago when I said Deontay Wilder was offered a somewhat of like a Canelo Alvarez deal. For those of y'all, do y'all remember that? Remember when Eddie Hearns? This is before AJ lost. This is before AJ lost, when Wilder had the belt and AJ had all the belts. Around the time when he fought Dominic Brazil, I believe they presented Wilder with an offer. It was like a Canelo Alvarez offer. It was a 3-fight deal. 3-fight deal for, I believe, $120 million. He was going to receive $20 million to fight Dominic Brazil, and then $50 million for 2 fights with Anthony Joshua, the rematch clause. I believe he turned it down. Right? He turned it down, right? He went on to successfully defend his title, I think, against Brazil, King Kong Ortiz, and then he had the trilogy, if I'm not mistaken, with Tyson Fury, the draw, then losing, and then losing again in the third and final fights. Thank you, Toby. See, Toby is in tune. I'm gonna leave your comment up there. I'm gonna get to that right now. See what Toby says. That's why I love my brother Toby. He is awoken, taking full control of his career. Sounds like he wasn't happy how he was being guided. Man, thank you, Toby. You are awoken. That kind of doesn't go with what I got from, like I said, this guy's a heavy hitter. I'm going to leave his name out, but he's a heavy hitter over there, Heyman Boxing. It kind of doesn't add up to what he told me, to what he told me. And then it was like he tried to set me on a wild goose chase when he told me to ask Shelly Finkel. I was like, I kept it so professional. Like, I'm just at a stage in my life where battling personal demons, so I know how to deal with when I feel like, instead of being angry and frustrated and responding unprofessionally, I can deal with it now. That's what, you go to, you have therapy, you have different things to help you with that. But that contradicts everything, right? By him stating, now shout out to Bruce Gass in the building, the OG. I did too, Gumbo. But the thing too, Gumbo, you have people on here that are YouTubers, that are team members, but they don't, when it comes to providing the audience, the YTC, with information, they don't have the proper information either. So now it seems like Wilder is willing to work with these other companies. I know it's been put out there that he was interested in fighting the MMA heavyweight Francis. I can't think of his last name, but he's interested in fighting him. Now, the reason why I'm bringing all this up is to bring it back to what I was just saying. When he was offered the deal, the 3-fight deal with Eddie Hearns a few years back, he turned it down. But now he's willing to work with all platforms. Yes, that is his name. Thank you, Toby. Thank you so much. He's willing to work with all platforms now, right? But it just to me, right? I remember I received a lot of flack when I was saying many years ago, you could check my catalog, I was saying how the money was funny over there. Especially when I was seeing like the type of bags that Anthony Joshua was receiving. And then I was like, yo, the guys over there are not even coming close to that. The 40 millions and the just the enormous purses for heavyweights, right? And I'm gonna pull it up. Remember, Wilder offered AJ the 50 million too, right? Remember that? But I want to pull up when Eddie Hearns offered him to fight, right? It was like, I'm telling you, I think it was 120 million for 3 fights, man. They gave him a Canelo type of offer. He turned it down. Let's hear it is right here. Let's pull it up, man. 2019, yes. In 2019, we're gonna say alleged, right? We gotta say alleged, right? Yes, in 2019, Mike Coppinger reported this. A multi-fight offer to Deontay Wilder to fight AJ 2 times. 2 times, man. That was in 2019. Fast forward in 2023. Now he is willing. That's a good question. Yo, I would like to see that fight. They're two massive punches, man. Somebody will get knocked out. Mr. Gumbo says they have double standards to protect the fighter they like. Bo was top ranked Toby, but Haney's not. You know how that goes, man. Because they're in bed with, I'm not going to speak on that with the channels, but, those certain channels, they get paid from Bill. They're in bed with them. So, they got to do what they do. You feel me? They don't have free voices just to speak. You feel me? But so from 2019, this was February 27th, 2019, Mike Coppinger reported that. So basically like 3 years now, right? No, four, because we're in 2023. So what has changed in 4 years that now Wilder is willing to accept all offers? Because, and I quote, right? That's his quote now. He's willing. Let me bring it back up. I told y'all I was going to bring the receipts for this one. I want to fight on all types of platforms. So from February 27th, 2019 to the present now, February 21st, 2023, his outlook has changed. He's willing to fight on all platforms. But in 2019, February, he turned down the multi-fight deal from DAZN and Eddie Hearns. So I know I can't get in contact with Wilder, but for those of y'all that can, for those of y'all that are team members, I myself, the Source Experience Zaga, would like to know what has changed. Yes. Are y'all catching this, Source? Just smash the like button for me, man. What has changed in those 4 years that now, I know maybe it's because, I'm pretty sure you're on record for stating that you don't have that many fights left. Maybe that is it, but I don't want to speculate. But like I said, for those that interview him, that can call the champ, pose that question to him. What has changed? Hold on, give me a second. Let me take this call. Yeah, sorry about that. Busy. But yeah, like I was saying, I wish these people that are in contact with him. What has changed? Like I said, I know, but I don't want to speculate. I know he's on, the lighter side, or what we like to call the back nine of his boxing career. So maybe he's not trying to leave no money on the table. But what has changed in those 4 years? You see the dates that I gave from February of True Benjamin. You're saying flat fees. But Deontay Wilder's on record for saying that he didn't receive some of his money from the pay-per-view. He's still waiting on that. So maybe flat fees is the way to go. Just saying. But what has changed in those 4 years? The grass isn't as green over there. But like I said, maybe he's on his back nine and he's not trying to leave no money on the table. He says he turned down because he didn't want AJ was getting. Why? You might ask, because Wilder was pushing for 40%. Where's the facts on that, though? You know, where's the actual facts on that, man? True Benjamin, where's the facts on that, man? The facts is now that why would you be willing to, since you want to post this comment? So why is he willing to take that now then? Why is he willing to go for 40% now? You feel me? Like, what has changed? He's willing to take flat fees now? I don't understand. I'm confused. That's why, like, these people that have Wilder's ear or have access to him, they need to ask that. That's what I was trying to ask that's what I was trying to ask the hitter over there at PBC. You know, and I was trying to keep it professional. You know, like, why is he leaving? What's going on? You know, I'm an underground journalist at the end of the day, so I just don't want to jump on here and speculate. That's why I want to cross my T's and dot my I's. That's why I reached out before I did this, because when it comes to YouTube, it's always a lot of speculation. Nobody's not going and trying to get concrete information from sources or from the actual participant and players. Like I said, for those that have Wilder's ear and access to him, why don't you ask him these type of questions? What has changed in that 4 years that he is willing now to work with all platforms? Because, like I said, just 4 years ago, about 6 days to this date, he wasn't willing to do business with Eddie Hearns for the Joshua fight. So what has changed in those 4 years? Are y'all catching this sauce? Girls, can y'all bring me my water bottle? Can you bring my water bottle? What has changed, man? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You see, we are trying to do the healthy approach now. You see, I got strawberries, cucumbers in this. That's good, man. Refreshing. Gotta stay hydrated. So what has changed in those 4 years? That's the question I posed. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo. Let me get to his comment. He said Wilder wasn't really not the A side with AJ. He only had one belt. Don't they want Bud to sign up? Man, man, great point, Gumbo. You're cooking. Great point. I love when the audience, I love when my supporters, my peers, you know, you guys are my peers, comment with intelligent, rational statements. This is mad. Because see, now if I come on here and state something like that, I'm a hater, you're jealous, you're this. No, these are actual, like, rational statements, comments, man. So what has actually changed, man? I'll tell you what has changed. And it's like I stated earlier, the grass was never as green as they was always speculating it was over there. It wasn't. And you guys could do your own research on that. When these guys are making Usyk and Tyson Fury and Usyk and Joshua are making 40 million flat fees. Where's Mr. Benjamin? Since I leave his flat fees. Those flat fees of 40-something million are more than a lot of those fighters over there seeing, quote unquote, with the back end. It is what it is. It is what it is. See, y'all could come on here and speculate and push narratives all day long, right? All day long about these guys and their back end money. But yet, when they come to the table, you have AB done it. Floyd is on record doing it. Now Deontay Wilder is on record doing it about back end, quote unquote, back end money or not receiving payments. I could play some audio of AB, right, saying how what did he state that he hasn't received a fight check. He hasn't received a fight check. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Noreen. It's okay. he's on record for saying he's on record for saying AB that he hasn't received a fight check in I don't know how many years. And when I heard that statement, I was like, come on, man. Now you're pushing it. Like me personally, who's gonna fight like that, right? If you're fighting and you're not getting paid, you don't get an actual fight check for your fight, and you're still doing it. Come on. So I found that hard to believe. But then he's on record for saying, I'm gonna play the audio. I'm gonna play the audio on that. That basically he was getting an allowance. He was calling. He was getting 10,000 here, 10,000. Who does that, man? Is that proper business? For those of y'all that's in here, there's 5 people in here. If you was like, because that's what fighters are, independent contractors, right? And I want y'all to catch this source for the 5 people that's in here. Smash the like button. Feel free to comment. If I get a job as an independent contractor, right? Say for TNS Transportation, right? Now I got a contract, right? And to haul freight, right? So now I'm taking some freight from point A to point B. I complete my load. I don't get paid. The contractor who contracted me says, all right, thank you. Job well done. Call me. Say that I complete the load Friday. He says, call me Saturday, I'm going to pay you. Call me Sunday, I'm going to pay you. Call me Monday, I'm going to pay you. But in the meantime, I got a couple more shipments for you to run. So I continue to run shipments. I still haven't received my check for the first shipment. Are you going to continue to keep working like that? So that's basically what AB said. He said he was working, fighting, but never receiving his check, just receiving, payments. That sounded crazy to me. But hey, what do I know? Can anybody else relate to that in here? Did that make any sense? Did that make any sense? But that's the back end money. But they don't like to speak on that. Thank you. Mr. Gumble said, I'm not taking no back end money. I want my money up front to deliver freight. Facts. Me as well. And Canelo Alvarez as well too. Why does Canelo Alvarez always get his money up front? When Canelo Alvarez fought Caleb Plant, didn't he walk away from the table and came back? They gave him his up front, right? What he got, like 40 million? Somewhere around that up front. He didn't even worry about no back end money. They had to give him 40 up front. Why was that? Why is he? It seems like he's pretty much the only one that gets away with that. And when the others, right? Like Terrence Crawford and other people ask for theirs up front, it's a problem. Just saying, man. But hey, what do I know? Shout out to Mr. Gumble for the $5 super chat. He says, Showtime Shy. Tell the light company you will pay when you get your back end money. Yeah, that's not, yo. I don't know no contractors that do that. Like, I wish there was some contractors out here that could do home improvement, man. I tell them to add a subdivision to my home. Then I'll tell them I'll pay them in installments. I'll pay you this. It doesn't work that way, man. But according to AB, that's how he was getting paid. Let me see if I can find that audio, man. See, with me, I don't like using other people's stuff because what I notice about YouTube, right? Dudes say, like, if I'm cool with you, like I said, shout out to the guys that I do have mutual connection with, the vibes and respect. They don't do you like that. But other guys, the small channels, the ones that really give you the info, they get jealous of us if we use some of their stuff, right? Well, let me see if I can find it, man. The audio. I'm gonna just use the audio. Where AB is on record. Right? He's like, and I was saying to myself, like, bro, that sounds crazy. How did you let them even get away with that? Matter of fact, look. I'm gonna do it so hard. I'm gonna put the headset on. Right? Put this headset on real quick. Yeah, we working, man. I told you I'm at the desk. I'm gonna put the headset on. That way, when I do play the audio, you just hear AB. I'm gonna pull his audio up. Yo, and when I heard the audio of this, I said, yo, that's crazy that he would even continue to fight. Like, normally when you fight, you get your check. It's deposited by Tuesday, it's clearing. So he's on record for saying that he won years. I'm gonna pull it up. I want y'all to hear it for yourself. I could not believe this. I was like, yo, how is this even possible? I'm gonna let y'all hear it. So I just had to dip out for a minute. I gotta catch up on the playback and everything. Appreciate you, Toby.
I went from every day. No, this is every day. I went from every day. Not skipping days. I'm talking about every day. You know, of course, every day I talk to Al Hammond. Every day I'm texting Al Hammond, and he's sending me money every day. It went from 5,000 a day, 10,000 a day, 2,500 a day, 1,500 a day, 1,000 a day, 750 a day, 500 a day, and then it got to $250 a day. And then it was like, hey. Now, I ain't took no check from this. Now he'd tell me, okay, this what you making, I ain't took no check in the last six fights. I know I got money.
Man, you see, I gotta stop it right there. That's AB's own words. You heard what he said? He hasn't took a check from Al Hammond in 6 years. Now watch how I tie this up with the Wilder me this, Wilder me that. Does that sound similar to something with Wilder said that he was waiting on money from his Helenius fight? That fight was in October at the Barclays Center. We are in February. So AB is on record for saying in 6, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 6 fights, he didn't receive a check. Is that proper business for those of y'all that's in here, man? What business model was that? Is that the back end theory? Is True Benjamin still in here? Is that the back end theory? Is that flat fees? What is that? What is that? That's AB's own words. That's AB saying that he didn't receive a check in 6 fights. In 6 fights. Bad business. Thank you, True Benjamin. It is bad business. In 6 fights. He's on record for saying that. Floyd Mayweather's on record for saying that he's owed. Yes, I gotta leave that up there. Listen, that will get you hurt. It will. Listen. If you do a job, because that's what the fighters, that's their job to fight. They're fighting. They're putting their life on the line. 6 fights, he didn't receive a check, man. Now, you know the naysayers are going to say AB is a disgruntled worker. He blew his money. This, that, he's reckless. Okay, that's AB. But we have Floyd on record stating that he's owed back end money. Now, the latest was Deontay Wilder. And I'm pretty sure there's many others, but out of fear, from sources say, alleged, they have gag orders where they can't really speak out on some of these things. Just saying, man. So like I said, before I wrap this up, because I'm gonna wrap this up, I don't want to stay on too long. I gotta go attend to that phone call that I got. Yes, how far the great Toby, man, you are on fire, man. But like I said, I just want these people that have access to Wilder. What has changed, man? What has changed in the last 4 years that now you are willing to take flat fees, basically? You're willing to take the upfront money from all platforms. Because I believe like all the other platforms were giving flat fees. Right? Right or wrong? Were they all giving flat fees? They was, right? I know y'all like, man, Shy, you being a hypocrite. You're smiling, you're laughing. No, I'm just trying to present some of the facts, man. Because like I said, we need answers. We need answers, man. Like a few good men. You can't handle the truth. We need answers, man. What has changed, man? That now you're willing to, work with all platforms. Is AB correct? Was he only the only one brave enough to come out and say this? Is the grass not that green over there? I don't know, man. Things to make you go, Things to make you go, But yeah, that's just, listen, at the end of the day, this was just my thoughts on the whole Wilder this, Wilder me this, Wilder me that. But like I said, man, for those that are in contact with him, have his ear, could do interviews with him, that's a fair assessment question. What has changed in the 4 years that now you're willing to do business with all platforms? Why are you a free agent? And let me bring back up my good brother's comment right here. He was dead on. Dead on. Let's see, man. The chat was live today. It's up here. I gotta find it. Mr. Gumbo was dead on point. I want to pull his comment up there. Let's see. Mr. Gumbo stated that it sounded like, where is it? Yes, here it is right here. Not Mr. Gumbo. Sorry about that. Gumbo's comment is fire too. Toby's comment right here. Taking full control of his career. Sounds like he wasn't happy how he was being guided. So yes, that's why that is a fair question. What has changed in those 4 years that has him willing and able to work with all platforms? Once again, this has been the Source Experience. Hopefully you guys caught and enjoyed this Source. Once again, thank you to the participants, my peers. Salute to Mr. Gumbo for the $5 super chat. Shout out to Toby Bartlett. Shout out to the OG Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Salute to True Benjamin. Definitely, man, I appreciate the support. And like I said, we are going to continue to give you the Source in many different forms. Now, we're going to talk about just a lot of different things, just not boxing anymore. Life, mental health, all type of stuff, man. Because I'm gonna close on this, right? I seen guys a couple weeks ago when everybody was doing the videos on the Charlo situation with his wife. And I got a couple of emails and offers. They wanted me to do a video on that. I'd rather not, but I speak on different issues pertaining to stuff like that. But I like certain things are just, they're not warranted to really speak on, because once it hits the internet, enough people will speak on it, But that's all I got for y'all, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the Source Experience. April 1st, Jihad Tucker. You know the vibes, man. Zaga, Yaga, Ahala. Let's close out with some classic sauce drops from some of my peers and comrades in the field.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimu-Heloa. I'm a Top Rank Knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.
The one and only Boxing Guru, aka Wildman. I'm here with the Sauce Talk Boxing Podcast.
Thank you, Chip. Thank you. You know the vibes.
The World Combat Sports with the one and only Sauce Talk Podcast in the house.
That's right. You know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
Yo, you know who it Yo, you know who it is. It's Chop Chop Coley, one and only. I'm a Hall of Fame legend right here. I'm here with the sauce, y'all. We gonna chop it up real soon. Back in the kitchen with Chop Chop Kitchen.
Yeah, you know the vibe.
Real soon. Back in the
Y'all want to shout out to my man Shot right here. The only one to do it, the realest one in the whole game, all right? Just want y'all to know, this is E Cruz, aka Captain Chaos. You know how I rep, keeping it real. I follow it real, because I am a true boxing fan. And if you are a true boxing fan, follow my man, Shot News, to the fullest.
All right. You know the vibe.
Yo, man, it's your Hot Tucker, man. The real GOAT, LeBron Donner of the game, man. Shout out to the Sauce Talk Podcast. Shout out my man Showtime Shot. If you ain't know, now you know. Everybody.
Screw you. That's right.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.